This is what you've been reduced to right here. You've been reduced to this. All right? Nobody's listening to you. I don't know if you noticed or not. Nobody's listening to what you got to say. This is what you've been reduced to. Right? This right here. These are the type of comments you get in your videos. Right here, look. This is the type of support you get. I mean, you're doing a video, right? And you're a confused individual. You're debating with a phantom. You're making points that don't make any sense. You started your video saying, you basically say that I was talking Republican talking points. It was all Republican talking points. I think you're the only person on the planet that can listen to my videos and say, yeah, that guy's a Republican. I think you're the only person alive that came up with that conclusion, right? You're the only person alive that could come up with that conclusion. Let's talk about, your little precious president. I could tell. This is about you being hurt that I criticized your precious president, Barack Obama, right? Who I have done many videos actually making a case for Barack Obama, right? Comparing him to past presidents. But he is not above, your precious president is not above criticism. Your precious president is not above any criticism whatsoever. I know that it hurts your feelings when I had some critical things to say about Barack Obama. I know it hurts your feelings. Let me first concede the obvious, and I even talked about it in the same fucking video, right? Number one, this Republican Congress was the most obstructionist Congress of all time. That goes without debate. You can actually prove that. They broke the filibuster record, right? Obstructionist 101, pun intended, right? Obstructionist 101. No doubt this president had a lot of obstacles. No doubt. But does that mean he's above criticism? Absolutely not. Because you, my friend, you see, you think this is some type of debate or something. It's not a debate. Okay, sit down, listen, right? And hopefully you can gather some of this information in. Number one, right? Numero uno. Right now, right? No, you know what? I'm going to leave that one for the end. I'm going to leave that one till the very end. Let's first. I made the statement, and the statement was, quote, he had all the power in the world, unquote. So let me ask you a question, Aztec. If you watch a boxing fight, right? Let's say we're watching a boxing fight and somebody gets knocked the fuck out. And I say, right? And I say, holy shit, he knocked his head in the fucking second row. He knocked his head all the way in the second row. Or are you really going to say, no, man, what do you mean second row? His head never fell off his shoulders. His head never fell off his shoulders. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. His head never fell, motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Are you going to say that? You don't have to say you knocked it all the way to the second row. Are you going to say something stupid like that? If I say, hey, man, that girl's on fire. Are you going to say, she's not really on fire? What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, man? This is stupid, man. Oh, look at these now. All he's saying is on fire. Ooh, fire. Like, are you really going to say something stupid like that? Foolishness. I mean, the foolery that you are, projecting upon yourself speaks volumes, okay? You just reek of it. It oozes out of you. I could shine my fucking shoes with that ooze, right? Just oozes out of you. Just oozes, right? So let me explain this to you, right? Let me go ahead and talk about your precious president that you believe cannot be criticized. Leave Barack Obama alone. He tried his best. The Republicans didn't let him do anything. And when he tried to do something, he tried to work with the other aisle, and everybody just criticized him, just talking bullshit. They don't know what they're talking about. You didn't elect the dictator. You elected a president. That's how you talk, right? Now, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I never said that Barack Obama was a dictator, right? I understand what check and balances are. I understand about the three branches of government. I understand how Congress works, how the Senate works, the purpose of each branch of government, right? I understand how it works. The executive branch is 1/3 of the government. All right? And at one point, Barack Obama, if you listened, all right, if you stop being because you keep saying that I'm a jackass. No, listen. Don't hear words coming out. Listen and stop doing this. Oh, yeah, I'm going to listen. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it, huh? Yeah, stop talking like that. You sound like a dumbass. All right, listen. Okay? When Barack Obama went into office in 2008, he had momentum, he had popularity, and he had a fucking Congress. All right? And he started, reaching out to these same idiots that were never going to work with him. He thought if I try to work with them now that I got, my party has control, then when they get control, they'll be willing to work with me. This is why Democrats lose a whole fucking lot. This is why Democrats do terrible, right, between presidential races. It wasn't that complicated. But no, you wanted to take it to a direction. What you wanted to do was, I'm going to prove this guy's an idiot. He thinks, we like dictators. That's what you thought. Right? I don't know what the fuck you were smoking. Right? If you would have came to me, I've been telling you this shit, and I say this to everybody. If you come to me respectfully, I'll respond respectfully. You could continue ad hominem attacks if you want. Hey, I'm attacking you too, but this is reactionary behavior. I was minding my own business in my channel, and then you decided to pop up and open your mouth and do a response video and insinuate that I'm an idiot. Okay, so you, my friend, and I'm using that word very loosely, right? You're just upset, okay? You're upset for other reasons, but for now, I'm going to be nice and say you're upset that, I disrespected your precious president, right? This authoritarian behavior of yours is unbelievable, actually. This regressive behavior. Someone left a comment in response to you in my video, right? They left a comment to you. In fact, how about we go check those comments right now, right? How about we just go check that shit now? Let's go to my videos. Let's pull up my video, right? And let's check it out here. So, pause this shit. Just so you can, for people could understand here, right? Obama had all the power in the world. You heard that, and then you refuse to listen to anything else I said. It's called figure of speech. It's called a complete lie. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? It's Republican rhetoric. What president dealt with government shutdown? The racism he faces incomparable to any other president. Unrealistic expectations. I said, well, what are you suggesting the point of my comment was? Can you not decipher the point? Is Republican rhetoric the best you got? The point you made was lost when you said Obama has all the power in the world to make change. No, he doesn't. That's complete bullshit. Now, how does the government works? That's not how the government works. Not how the government works. But you know that. You either purposely or subconsciously using right-wing Southern rhetoric. Can't make this shit up. And then, of course, you're fact-checked like you are regularly, right? Bill Clinton did back in 1995. The GOP hated him and his wife. What's her name? You said never has a president dealt with a government shutdown. You're factually correct. And, of course, like always, let's cut the bullshit. Is Bill Clinton black? Shout out to Big Mike, by the way. Number one, my point was he tried to work with Republicans who were never going to work with him. Number two, he lost progressive support for doing so. Number three, he had complete control, quote unquote, in 2009 when he took the office and the Senate and House on his side. That was my point. They lost all that, I mean all that when people realized he was just another politician. Work on your listening skills. I can't defend points I never made. Instead of saying, you know what? Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. No. You're stuck on that one line. Big Mike trying to help you out. No, he was not. However, he was labeled the first black president. I think he's referring to Bill Clinton. Yes, Bill Clinton. And then he said, you know I'm telling the truth when I say he cannot be compared to any other president because he is black. Period. No one through the obstacles that he had. I'm not doing this in the comment section. I'm doing a video. Oh, good for you. Admit I'm telling the truth. Don't ignore my comment. Now, this comment I really liked because this revealed a lot about you, all right? And your support for your precious president. Hilarious talking about Obama being affected by racism while he allows thousands of Native Americans to get their heads cracked, sprayed with tear gas, and shot with concussion grenades as I am typing this. Oh, he went all out with the caps. Better be on the front lines if you're talking like that. Oh, really? What are you talking about? Oh, you can't dispute that, what I said. Nice failed straw man attempt. Very true. Oh, so you're at home not doing shit? Aztec doesn't understand these issues like he thinks he does. Typical regressive. And I'm correct, folks. All right? Why don't you just answer that fucking question? I mean, I'm sure Aztec has never, right? Ever. I'm sure. Has never done a video about that, right? Has he? I don't know. Let's check this out. Thanksgiving, natives don't matter. And you went on a long rant about what's happened to Native Americans. You went on a long rant. Let me thumbs. Oh, actually, I thumbs it up. Look, it's in blue. I thumbs it up. These styles supported you in this video. I don't see you over there. Are you over there in North Dakota talking shit to this dude because he made a valid point? I'm sure. I don't know what his life story is. You don't know. Why does he have to be in North Dakota for Obama to go to North, do something about what's happening in North Dakota, about the pipeline, right? Let me tell you something about your precious president, okay? Your precious president, right, bailed out Wall Street when he didn't have to bail out Wall Street. He signed that shit on the dotted line. Your precious president allowed the Bush tax cuts to continue when he could have just let them fucking, expire. We would have gone back to the way taxes were with Clinton. But no, your precious president signed that shit off. Right? He bowed down to Republicans in the process. Your precious president did that. Right? When your precious president was talking about universal health care, in 2000, and when he was doing it in day one, he didn't do it on day one. He was busy with other stupid shit. Okay, he thought bailing out Wall Street was more important. He thought that was more important and then he wanted to work with Republicans. Oh, but he's reaching for Republicans, reaching out a hand down the aisle. You sound, typical regressive, right? Working with Republicans, really, working with them. Okay, brilliant. How did that work out? How did it work out when Obama, right, took out the public option right off the bat, right? And we ended up with basically what Richard Nixon proposed, right? That's basically what the Affordable Care Act is. It's a Republican mandate, right? It was created by Republicans in the 90s. Richard Nixon proposed it, right? It was being pushed as the alternative to real universal health care, which Bernie Sanders wanted, which Barack Obama claimed he wanted. Your precious president right now, right? Oh, but we picked the president. You know, he's not a dictator. You know, he's a president. Let me tell you something about the president. Okay, first of all, did you know, like, for example, let me give you a quick example, right? When a state, I believe it was Alabama, was not allowing, right, African-American students to enroll into a university, right? And he was using, you know, police in the state to prevent them from going to university to enroll. Pop quiz for you. Did JFK just sit back and ask Congress for their permission? No, you know why? Because there's a thing called an executive order, right? He's a commander-in-chief. So he got the National Guard to show up, all right, and tell that governor, move the fuck out of the way, they're going to enroll in school. Who's your daddy? Right? That's what he did, all right? He got a lot of criticism. He was called a traitor to his race, the whole nine, for doing that. He got criticism for it, all right? Desert Storm. Did you know that Desert Storm it's considered, it's Operation Desert Storm. It's an operation. It's not a war, quote unquote, right? The commander-in-chief, for a certain period of time, could command troops anywhere in the world, all right, for any operation, right, which is basically what we know in the real world as a war, right? Oh, well, where's he going with this? You know, he's not making any sense. That's probably what you're saying to yourself right now, right? Typical behavior, okay? Listen, right? Here's my point about what's happening in the Dakota pipeline. First of all, and that the dumbest comment you made was, oh, this guy's talking about the pipeline. He's talking about the pipeline. You know, about 20 years from now, what about the next 4 years? What's going to happen with Donald Trump? You know, you are, I mean, you're so scared of Donald Trump. Look at you, shaking, like at the sight of Donald Trump. You're fucking scared of Donald Trump and shit. Let's talk about your precious president, all right? Your precious president has deported more immigrants, all right, illegal immigrants, than any other president in history. He broke the record, right? Ronald Reagan was, you know, he had white gloves the way he treated immigrants, right? Your precious president just deporting them left and right, right? So if you're concerned about, you know, Donald Trump, he's just going to continue doing what Barack Obama did. Same shit, right? Why don't you talk about that? No, but nothing. It's his plan. That's happening right now, right? But check this out. Army Corps land, the purpose, if Barack Obama allows the pipeline to be built during his time, then yes, when it bursts and it poisons the water, yes, you look back and say, yeah, why didn't he do something about that? Of course you do, you dumbass. Use your head, man. Like, come on, seriously. Yeah, it's stupid. You know, no, when the pipe, shut up. Barack Obama could do something, all right, about what's happening to the Native Americans. Why? Because there was treaty signed in the late 1800s with the federal government and the Native Americans. That is their land. Those police are there illegally. He can order the National Guard to get them the fuck out of there. And your precious president doesn't do it, right? Yeah, you want to shame some guy that called you out on that, you know, saying he shouldn't say anything because he's not in the front line. That's stupid. Regressive.